Hi, my name is Shalini Swaroop, and I've been working in the clean energy industry for the last 12 years. In 2011, after working abroad and applying to many jobs, I finally found the right position, advocating for energy ratepayer rights, specifically for communities of color and disadvantaged communities. I grew up in a suburb of Denver with my parents, who were immigrants from India, and my older sister as well. My childhood as a little brown girl growing up in Colorado enabled me to better understand the inequities facing communities across the world today. For a long time, my goal was to work on international human rights and to empower feminist advocates to create change in their communities. I have had the opportunity to volunteer with women's rights organizations in India and Nepal, attend Berkeley Law School, and work on human rights in conflict zones and post-conflict areas. To me, authenticity means bringing an equity lens to all of my work at MCE. I've been able to focus on my passion at MCE by helping communities regain control of their energy future and combat climate change. I believe the community choice energy model is social activism applied to the energy industry.
Someone can come to our local meeting, talk about their issue, and have it addressed right there. It's the democratization of the energy economy, and it's about empowering people who haven't been empowered in the earlier paradigm.
As the General Counsel for a government agency, I'm responsible for all legal matters, which includes litigation, municipal law, employment law, compliance, and of course, contracting. Probably the biggest challenge I faced in this role was about a month after I got the job, PG&E declared bankruptcy. And because PG&E and MCE are essentially intertwined in the billing and payment systems, it was an immediate rush in the bankruptcy court to ensure that our assets weren't considered PG&E property. Ultimately, I'm proud that MCE was able to work with a variety of stakeholders, which included PG&E, to ensure that our customers continued to receive the same service and programs throughout PG&E's bankruptcy. As the Director of Policy, I'm responsible for directing statewide strategy and tactics for over 40 regulatory cases before the California Public Utilities Commission, and I also conduct our legislative advocacy in Sacramento and DC. Something I've been working on lately is to advocate with MCE's federal and state legislators for funding for clean energy backup sources for critical facilities in our 4-county service area. Please definitely shoot me an email if this is something that you're interested in and you'd like to partner on. I've also been lucky to be at an agency that's so strongly focused on diversity and inclusion. Our CEO at MCE is a woman and a former organizer with Justice for Janitors. She's highly focused on empowering MCE staff to show up as our authentic selves. I work with an amazing team, and I'm lucky to have 10 great lawyers, analysts, and support staff in my department. Managing a large team can be complex, and I'm generally pretty transparent with all the folks who report to me about what I can and can't do for them, and what I see coming down the pike for the future. I try to have a very developed sense of what motivates my team members and what their ultimate career goals are. Because once I have that, I'm always trying to make sure that they're able to take incremental steps in their professional development. As part of this, I actually hired a career coach for my staff so that they have a dedicated professional who's a former attorney, and he works with my team on mindfulness and professional challenges, as well as their professional pathways. I'm on the board of the ACLU of Northern California and Just Peace Labs. I also firmly believe that in today's politically charged environment, learning to talk to one another and understand how to bridge those differences is vital. I've been volunteering with Youth Celebrate Diversity since I was in high school, and it's through this work that I am able to encourage the next generation to create space for a stronger community based in acceptance of diverse perspectives. A day in my life now is, as you would imagine, a little different than it was a year ago. At MCE, we've been working remote since March of 2020, and I've had the opportunity to spend more time at home with my husband, Deepak, and our rescue dog from Taiwan, Piki. It means peach in Hawaiian. I've also taken some epic road trips and gotten more into landscape photography. So, traveling throughout the American West also has reminded me of how precious our planet is and how little time we have left to combat the climate crisis. That's why our work, yours and mine, in the renewable energy industry is so critical. Thanks for stopping by to learn more about a day in my life.